Everybody, of course, it gives me great pleasure in sharing this session and to be here and to congratulate Professor Nagai on his foundation, the foundation that bears his name now for 30 years. Great celebration. I have had the privilege and pleasure of interacting and collaborating with Professor Nagai for more than 30 years. At the time that I was scientific secretary of RIP in the 80s. We met on several occasions. And I'm wearing a special pin today, a small button, which
first speaker in this session. And because I'm a researcher in the area of prodrug absorption, so today I entitled my talk as a rational process for oral drug development. That means I would like to show how a researcher in academia can contribute to the drug development process in their pharmaceutical companies. And in my case, it's oral drug development. And this is the factors that are affecting oral drug absorption. As you know, many factors affecting the absorption.
Visiting scientist with Bill Gucci at Michigan, and I was just starting. I was a young kid at the time, just starting as a graduate student. And I think even at that time, Professor Nagai's energy and commitment was recognized, and that he would become the super scientist, super VCS class 1 scientist, and Shinji's very creative classification systems. Okay, my talk. Okay, the title, Link to the Past and to the Future, caused me to think about, what is it we do, and think of pharmaceutical sciences over the 50 years or so that I've been involved with it, and actually probably pharmaceutical sciences probably started around 1950, as we know it today. So I started thinking and asking myself some questions, and I'll ask you to think about it during the presentation. I'll give you the answer here, but first I start with, what do we really need today?
All the people are here for the honors to have a chance to be a speaker in this anniversary symposium. So today I'd like to introduce some technologies to investigate the drug transporter function, particularly focusing in human body. So this slide summarizes the role of drug transporter in human body. It is established that some drugs are substrates of drug transporters, and they are required.
Here. So, Nagai Sensei is my special mentor. He introduced me interesting conferences and also many researchers. Also, I received the APSTJ Nagai International Women Science Award in 2010. I am proud of that so much. So also my living place in Kumamoto, we have a very beautiful mountain and Kumamoto Castle. So Dr. Nagai is one of the lord of Kumamoto Castle. So unfortunately, we had a terrible earthquake in the middle of April, so we had so big damage. But I'm sure we can see the beautiful shape, not in the near future, but in the future. So today's my topic is about the metabolism of prodrug and soft drug. So sometimes active drug has inconvenient properties such as low bioavailability, low solubility, and adverse effect. So
Dr. Otagiri, please see study 1.
All right, thank you very much for your kind introduction. And Professor Nagai, congratulations again. And as you know, Nagai Foundation has been supporting young scientists for attending international meeting. I remember I and Professor Nagai, Dr. Nagai, went to some party of Elsevier at the CRS. And we made the line for taking the beer, because the beer was free. So at that time, some young researcher were in front of us, right? And he didn't the face of Dr. Nagai. He didn't know the face of Professor Nagai. But we talked each other, and I said, Nagai Sensei again. So he noticed he is Professor Nagai. So he said, yeah, excuse me, you must be Professor Nagai? He said, oh yes. At that time, he said, oh my goodness, okay, I'd like to thank you for a long time, right? Because he got some grant from the Nagai Foundation and joined the international meeting maybe 10 years ago or something. And then he decided to go to the academia. So, and then he said thank, next young researcher said, oh, me too. And then he said, me too. So, and then he was surrounded by the young researcher at that time. That's very impressive. Okay. And of course, he gave the very good opportunity to me, and he gave the opportunity for holding
Googled him. This is about Dr. Jinesh Nagai. Let me get my glasses. So if we Google Jinesh Nagai publication, we have more than 14,000 hits. Very great achievement. So at that point, I was interested in knowing more about him. So I Googled Jinesh Nagai golf, and he hit more than 52,000. And if you go down here, it shows that 2013, he has a Melbourne's 15 championship golf, somehow played golf with Malcolm, Jinesh Nagai. And another one, actually, golf is related to Yuichi Sugiyama. He is always, whenever Yuichi Sugiyama shows up, golf is there, and then Dr. Nagai. That's why it's so many hits. So I'm interested in then Jinesh Nagai karaoke. And it shows 133,000 hits. If you go down here, Jinesh Nagai receiving.
Dr. Sunibash will present the topic, a roadmap to develop and develop transdermal drug delivery systems for Internet of Things. Dr. Sunibash, please.
Thank you, Dr. Otagiri, for the nice introduction. First of all, I would like to say, Dr. Nagai, congratulations of the 30th anniversary of founding of Nagai Foundation Tokyo. So I hope you will keep this foundation one more 30 years. So please pay attention to your health. Okay, so my title I'm talking today is Roadmap to Develop Transdermal Drug Delivery System for Internet of Things. So I would like to expand my dream, and I would like to share the dream with you.